What is up? Welcome to the episode. Today I am going to be sharing with you how I healed my autoimmune conditions, as well as my digestion, which, spoiler alert, is actually baked into the cake because autoimmunity originates or stems from the stomach. And another fun little fact, the vast majority of the immune cells in our bodies are located in the gut. Also, I got leaner and lost fat throughout this process too, which was a big bonus. I honestly almost feel obligated to share this stuff with you guys. I feel like I have to. I wouldn't feel right not giving a voice to this amazing tool for people who are struggling with their digestion and their skin and their joints and lack of energy and autoimmunity and IBS and colitis, and the list goes on, and of course their weight. Now, nothing other than this approach that I'm going to share with you has worked for me in terms of my digestion and autoimmune issues. It's also been successful for tens of thousands of other folks at this point, potentially even hundreds of thousands. And I've been eating healthfully for, a long time. I've been coaching folks for 10 years as of this month, which, wow, time flies when you're having fun. I am so fortunate. I'm obsessed with what I do, and I think about how grateful I am to be able to have this sort of impact in folks' lives on a day-to-day basis. It's the best. I write about it in my journal every morning. But before I get emotional over here, no matter how quote unquote healthfully I ate, I hadn't been able to square away a few things, one of which had been my digestion. It's come and it's go. There's been some room for improvement, and the same goes for my joints, more specifically nagging knee pain via arthritis and tendonitis. Fortunately, I was able to sort out one of my autoimmune conditions a good while back, which is eczema. However, the arthritis in my knees has been a lot more stubborn, and it's required more digging. Now, I have a ton of autoimmunity in my family. Virtually everyone has at least one condition, and I had an aunt of mine pass away in her 40s from MS. I had another aunt pass in her 60s from lupus. My dad has arthritis. My sister and my mom both have eczema. Another aunt has Crohn's disease. It is everywhere in my lineage. And so, as you can imagine, this has inspired me to really dig into the ins and outs around this stuff. I had to find out, what is going on here? Why are so many people suffering? And why don't we have a solution? Because when it comes to this stuff, drugs simply don't work. I used to take all sorts of steroid creams for my eczema, and sure, it would help to clear up the surface of my skin, but it didn't address the root cause of the issue, which was my diet. Not to mention how unhealthy cortisone, steroid-based creams, and immune-modulating drugs are. They don't address the root cause. They simply mask symptoms, and they have massive side effects. This is how I like to think about it. If you had a rock in your shoe, would you take an Advil for the pain, or would you simply remove the rock? Now, to be fair, some folks would prefer not to change their lifestyle, take a drug, and just deal with the side effects. I get it. Lifestyle change requires effort. I personally just have no interest in that, and neither do you, because you're listening to my podcast. You too want to get to the root cause, not just endlessly chase symptoms. So long story short, my digestion is sorted, which I am so stoked about, and I've seen massive improvements in my knees. And if you follow me on social, you'll have seen that I've been running pain-free for the first time in my adult life. It's honestly it feels like a miracle. The amazing thing about this dietary tool that I'm going to share with you is that you get all of the benefits and none of the negative health consequences via drugs. The only thing that's required is lifestyle change via nutritional shifts. How empowering is that? To not need to rely on over-the-counter drugs like Advil, Tylenol, and ibuprofen, or immunosuppressive drugs that not only don't work, but seriously harm your body in the process. As I'm sure you can tell, I am passionate about this because my family has suffered so much and I see other folks suffering as well, and I think we can do better. So this is me doing my part. Also, a few of the most surprising benefits that I've noticed that I truly wasn't expecting have been in relation to mental and emotional stability. I have been so much more calm, content, and grounded. And honestly, I think that most of my friends and family would say that I'm a fairly grounded individual to begin with, but I've leveled up. And if I've leveled up, I'd be shocked if this couldn't benefit you, especially if you lean towards that angst and or depression end of the spectrum, which I can totally appreciate because I've dealt with both. There's just been this calmness that I've never experienced before, and I've interacted with a lot of folks who have also noticed this same benefit from an animal-based eating approach. But it's hard to explain. It's one of those things that you kind of just have to experience. No one can tell you what Rome is like. You just gotta go. I actually heard it put perfectly by a woman in this space named Amber O'Hearn, and she was bipolar, and she's been able to resolve that via an animal-based eating approach. And she said she came for the fat loss and stayed for the mood stability, which I thought was super cool. In other words, she experimented with this dietary approach because she wanted to lose fat, which she did, but then she kept it rolling because she noticed so many incredible mental and emotional benefits. And this is someone that had diagnosed bipolar. Super powerful stuff. So I put together a 30-day animal-based reset that is to a T the approach that I used to clear up these stubborn issues, as well as go from lean to even leaner, which I am not mad about. There are 3 levels to the reset, so beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and you get to choose whichever level fits you best based on your priorities, food preferences, and goals. So when you sign up, I'm going to send you an ebook that outlines all 3 levels in terms of diet and lifestyle. It's going to have a do and don't food list, grocery shopping lists, recipes, movement and sleep recommendations, commonly asked questions, and all sorts of other goodies. It's going to be run through a private Facebook community group so we can all chat, share ideas, experiences, recipes, wins, and go through the 30-day process together as a group. It starts on May 1st and goes until May 30th, and I'm going to be very active in the group supporting you guys because I know that every one of you that's going to be in there wants to look, feel, and perform your best, and ultimately get the most out of your life, because that's what this stuff is all about. It's not necessarily directly about the food, but it is. It's not about the fat loss itself, but it is. However, big picture, it's ultimately about using these tools to get the most out of this game that we call life, right? To give it your absolute best shot with no regrets. As far as we know, we only live once, and so it's like, why not give it 100%? That's the way that I look at it, at least. I'm feeling passionate today, a little spicy. Registration is open right now, and for the next 24 hours, it is going to be on sale, and then the price will be going up after that. So if you want to save on your investment, you've got that option. Also, there are limited spots available, so once they are full, they're full. Now, I love helping folks with fat loss, getting healthier, increasing their sense of well-being, etc. via my one-on-one nutritional coaching. However, I understand and appreciate how there are some folks who thrive in more of a community-based setup. And so I want to offer those people something too. And also, I figured that this was the best way to get this amazing tool out to as many of you as possible, as fast as possible. I love my one-on-ones. I'm not sure that I'll ever stop doing them, but it is one-on-one, right? So with this community-based 30-day reset, I can guide and share this with more than one of you at a time. And then when you see great results, your family and friends are going to notice, and this whole message spreads faster because the more people that we have thriving, the better our world is going to be. Now you might be thinking, 30-day reset. Marcus, aren't you the sustainability guy? 30 days? And the answer to that is absolutely. My name is Marcus Sustainability Sadhu, and I want to give you the opportunity to see just how good you can feel via lifestyle change, because being unhealthy isn't sustainable, guys. And some folks just aren't quite ready to commit to my one-on-one coaching for 12 weeks because that's the minimum investment. And so I see this 30-day reset as a great way to introduce you to just how good you can feel. The truth is, you don't know what you don't know, right? But me being on the other side of that, suffering on a day-to-day basis and now thriving, now I know, and I want to give you that same opportunity. And like I mentioned, I think I'd be like a bit of a piece of a shit in my eyes if I just kept this to myself. I will not do that. I feel compelled to share, and ultimately, I want you to feel your best and win. So registration is open. It is the first link below, and it'll take you to my website where you can sign up. And like I mentioned, for the next 48 hours, you can save on your investment. And if you do choose to join us, I am so looking forward to supporting you, seeing your great results, and having you along for the journey. Now, if you'd prefer to work with me one-on-one, I do have limited coaching spots available. However, if you're interested in applying for one-on-one nutritional coaching and or workout design, you can click the link in the description below or head on over to n1fitness.com/coaching. On Instagram, I'm at N1Fitness. On TikTok, I'm at the N1Fitness. On YouTube, I'm at Marcus Sadhu. Please don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. And lastly, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope to see you in the reset, and I will catch you on the next episode. See ya.